Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by Dylan.
Oh.
And we got Ethan here today.
Yeah.
It's your boy.
Yeah.
Yo.
You know how it is? We out here doing it.
Yeah. I had to do it
Straight
to
up
him.
talking.
I had to do it to
Having
him.
conversations.
We're doing the do it to him pose right now.
Post it up.
Okay.
All right.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to edit like dramatic music while we're
I'm
posting.
I'm
like
pretty
a
sure the
couple-
intro music's still going at this point, I think.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't want to say dramatic, but it's still, still going on.
Only person who's not posted up is Dylan.
But,
I'm indefinitely posted up.
You're like, I'm actually always posted.
I'm not going to lie. Ethan just showed me one of the funniest memes. And I'm
He's trying
still
to
trying
recover while
yeah.
starting the podcast.
There's few moments that I've laughed so hard that I had a hard time inhaling because I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Because again, it's another one of those moments where like the video itself
It's pretty funny.
Is funny, but the fact that you go into the comments and then each time he would read a new comment, it would just double the intensity of how funny I thought it was.
Kept adding jokes.
Yeah. It was a bell, and it looks like someone's like slapping this like large church bell, and it keeps spinning around and around and around. And it's
Right.
I wonder if it's a genuine
so-
video or if this is like
I don't even know. But the thing is, it sounds
either way.
for
It
anybody
sounds really funny.
for anybody that's heard the sound
Here,
of
I'll
that
play it.
of the metal pipe.
Oh, God.
That like the metal pipe meme sound. It's that, and it's
so
just this.
loud.
It's just this big church bell, like doing 360s, and I was like, already that in of itself was hilarious, and I started cracking up, and then of course he read the comments. One was me when I entered the Minecraft.
I pull up to the Minecraft village.
I think you said the other one was Pastor. We have a code red.
No, that was just something I said. That was the comment.
Okay. That's still great.
Oh man, I liked. Someone said the Liberty Bell cracked after one ring, but this one's built different.
Yeah.
And someone else said, "Nah, this is actually why the Liberty Bell's cracked."
Yep. Someone was mad spinning it. It's funny. That's very funny.
Well, thanks for listening to the About. Oh, wrong show.
Well, hey, whoa. Right. Yeah.
I
So I feel like I'm like I said, I literally was having to catch my breath.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's okay. I'll host this one. The Aftermath.
Shut up. It's my turn.
Damn.
I have a question for you boys.
All right.
No,
How do you feel about
6.
Capcom.
Capsule Communications? Captain Commando, if you would.
I don't know what you're alluding to. So 6.
The game company, Capcom.
Yeah, but what about him?
How do you feel about them?
I couldn't tell you a damn thing.
I've never really played
Couldn't tell you a thing. Not a
a
damn
lot
thing.
of Capcom games.
Buddy, let me tell you, it's a mixed bag. And
I
you're gonna
know.
be glad for that.
Because isn't like Mega Man Capcom?
Yep, Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Name a
Lost
few other
Planet.
Capcom things that I would know.
Street
Devil
Fighter.
May Cry.
Okay, in that case, I
Street
haven't
Fighter,
played those,
yeah.
but I know those.
Street Fighter, Devil May Cry,
There's
yeah.
that.
And again, so like all those games I haven't played is Bayonetta Capcom?
No, that's Platinum.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. What about them? I would go on ahead and say completely neutral.
Lost Planet 2.
In that case, I like Lost Planet too.
Yeah. Lost Planet in general.
Oh, wait, Lost Planet, yeah, the whole series.
Mhm.
But
Well, I can't
specifically-
speak on 1 or 3. Frick 'em, but 2's good. I haven't
The
seen
first
the
one's not bad. It's more story focused. At least you follow a specific set of characters throughout the whole thing instead
I
of
kinda
multiple
liked-
groups.
I kind of like the multiple groups though.
Me fucking.
I think it's
too.
neat. I think that more things should do that. It can be harder to follow, but I think at the end there's payoff if you're
Mhm.
able to follow it.
Oh yeah.
I think at the end it's really nice.
The only thing that I wouldn't say is a bad thing is that because of the fact that all the characters in Lost Planet 2 they're all like in the same uniform mostly, and you never really get to see any or a lot of players' faces or the player character's face at all.
Mhm.
It kind of gets a little hard to decipher who's who a little bit. And
think
that's just because I haven't played the game a whole lot. I don't think I know all the cutscenes and everything. But
I think for me it was just because of how quickly we played through it. Is all because I only was ever confused by the two different ex-Navic guys.
Oh yeah.
But at the end is the only time I was confused because I was like, I recognized their different uniforms. I knew they were. Other than that, though, I just recognized Liam O'Brien on one team, and then I recognized
The Waysiders.
the Mexican pirate guys.
Yeah.
Those were so they were kind of their own thing.
yeah, but
The Waysiders were pretty cool. Though.
But why bring up Capcom, Dylan? Huh?
Because I just finished showing Ethan a full playthrough of Lost Planet 2.
Wowie.
I'd like to think he liked it.
Oh, this is the part where I have an opinion
Yes.
on the matter. Oh, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot how this show worked. No, I'm joking. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I like I just said, I like the way that there's different. I mentioned it like when we first started, where it's like kind of like how you follow different people in like Game of Thrones. Like you're following a lot of different stories at once, and every once in a while they converge. In this case, they only really converge at the end, but still, which I think is really neat. I think it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can see why it was such a cool game for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was pretty
yeah.
similar to Halo to me, though.
Really?
Yeah, to me, I don't know. It just was very reminiscent of Halo to me, like some of the level designs and all that.
Yeah, if there's one thing the game has, it's varied environments.
Yeah, that was. There's a lot of different areas you go to, yeah, which is pretty cool.
You go to a jungle, you go to the desert,
The Arctic wasteland.
Right, a tundra.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Halo, but like with mechs
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
like more,
Third person.
Right.
Yeah, like with mechs and like more gruesome. 'Cause there's a lot more aliens blowing into pieces in this one, which, by the way, lit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I thought that was really cool. My only, I guess, the thing is the reason why I can't be like, wow, this is the best game ever is like, A, it's not on Steam, and B, there's no real like multiplayer scene for it anymore.
Yeah.
Because like this would be really fun to replay with like homies,
Mm-hmm.
which I could see probably why it was like the online scene was probably
It
really
Oh,
so
yeah.
much, man.
yeah.
I can also see that like this is it has the framework of like what Relink, like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink has.
Yeah.
Like the like emote system and like all these different characters and you know, I wouldn't say it's the same, but like it has that same sort of like it is a single player quote unquote game that like can be played co-op or online.
Right.
But, you know, not so anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another
Definitely
one.
has a bit of that Monster Hunter DNA. in it.
Yeah, yeah. Is Monster Hunter Capcom?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, in that case, I do know things about Capcom.
Yeah.
I've also never played Monster Hunter. It's funny that, like, conveniently, I've never played, like, any Monster Hunter games.
Oh, dude.
Which I am
Relink
trying to
has
get
a
into
Monster Hunter vibe.
We've already talked about that. I think on the podcast last episode we mentioned
Probably.
it. Or we've recently talked about it, whether it was on the podcast or not.
Capcom
I'm trying to
has-
get into Monster Hunter.
Capcom has a funny thing with proportions.
Yeah.
They like they
Elaborate.
like
And senses of weight.
well, and the
Or
senses
lack
of weight.
thereof.
Yeah, precisely. Like for instance, Lost Planet 2, from what I've seen, like you have like these bulky suits of armor, but like you have like
When
these,
they
like,
were
you have
throwing
these,
those giant bullets
Dude,
around, I was like,
yes,
excuse me?
yeah.
that is 100% a Monster Hunter thing.
Right.
Of
These
like
humans
these,
I've
have
seen
like
that part of it,
superhuman
yeah.
strength.
I've seen that part of Monster Hunter where they have swords that are bigger than them.
yeah.
Or bigger than the enemy they're hitting it with.
Oh,
Like,
100%. Or you have like this large, like comically large gun in Lost Planet 2 that you're just like hucking around, like
Right.
yeah,
All
just
of the VS
whack-
weapons.
100%, and they're just massive.
Yeah, I'm going to be real, though. It's pretty dope.
Right.
pretty
If
dope.
I-
They,
if
they
I
know,
can
they know
tear
what
a-
we want. Yeah.
If I can tear a minigun off of a mech and use it
Yeah,
just on foot, then I'm doing it.
Your game
I'm
is
all about it.
immediately at least a 6 out of 10.
Even just
the
having
baseline.
the option,
Yeah. Yeah.
automatically a 10. For
I
me.
know what to do to make a game better. It's just give you like 1 or 2 scenes where you could tear a minigun off of a gun and just be like, "This is mine now."
Right.
or dig out, unbury a mech out of the snow.
Wow.
And
Yeah, I
just-
would do that,
yeah.
but like confetti would shoot out afterwards. Like you found a secret. Yeah.
Yippee!
Oh man. Whenever I was showing this is random because the word yippee. Whenever I was showing Cade Freeman in the English dub, that scene where she says yippee, it was really good in English dub, but I liked it better in Japanese because something about reading the word yippee was just funnier to me. I don't know how to explain it. But, yeah, I enjoyed watching you play Lost Planet 2. I think it was a good game or
I'm
a good.
glad.
It seemed. I guess it seemed like a really good game and a really cool game, and I can see why you're like, someone has to do something like this again. I wonder if they will. I mean.
Right.
It's kind of there. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a lot
It's
of
just
people would
gathering
jump on
dust.
it. Yeah, a lot of people would jump on something like that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what else is Capcom?
What's that?
Resident Evil.
Really
Yep.
interesting.
Really want to play through those games with you guys because
Yeah,
I
it's-
have the original trilogy.
It's
for the
like
PlayStation.
it's really showing me how much I haven't played Capcom games.
They got a ton of shit.
I know, and I haven't played any.
The
of
only
it.
ones of the things we've mentioned so far that I've wanted to play are Devil May Cry and Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them, like, I'm not really big into fighting games. You said like Street Fighter and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Lost Planet 2, I didn't even know it existed. It was never on my radar.
Mhm.
And to be fair, like growing up, it wasn't really my type of game. Now I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that whenever it was out, I would have even looked into.
Right.
Also, it was Xbox, and I didn't have Xbox. That's probably
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
It was multi-platform. It was on PlayStation.
yeah. In
as
that
well.
case, I just didn't know about it, or maybe I might have seen something about it. But,
Yeah.
so it's like most of the games aren't it, but Monster Hunter and Devil May Cry. Because we talked about Devil May Cry. That's
Oh,
on
yeah.
our list of things that we want to play together.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be so fucking funny.
Yeah, we just started Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories though. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Because 3 was not fun to go through.
It just-
so we just had to. We
not
had to start
only
something.
Did you
was
finish it?
No,
Mm-mm.
Damn.
we put it on pause. Like
Not
we made it
only
to
did
the
it-
worst world, the frozen world, and then we
God.
just
Ugh.
stopped there for a bit. And I was like, I want to play Chain of Memories.
Right. Not only did it feel like a slog, not necessarily because of the gameplay, just because of the fucking cutscenes.
Yeah, which I literally said we
Just-
have to watch all of just to know how bad they are. But I regret
Right.
saying that now.
Ethan would mention it here and there, and I'd be like, yeah. Because, I mean, I'm still down to continue it, and I want to finish it, but holy shit.
Yeah, we can't play it for too long though. We could do like one world or
Yeah.
something.
After the first 5 minutes of one cutscene, it starts to hurt.
You're like, ugh, the pain. Yeah,
Right.
It returns.
Notice how I say 5 minutes.
yeah,
Because
of
they
one
they
cutscene.
can and will last that
It's such a
long.
breathy ass game. They just keep talking, bro.
Got a degree in
It's a
yapology.
Totally yap fest. Yeah.
These games are fully in Japanese.
Yeah, no, and the early ones still have a lot of cutscenes and like long cutscenes, like Chain of Memories.
But they're
played them.
so
but they're
goofy.
some of
they're
them are
better.
good.
funny.
Yeah.
They're enjoyable.
I think there are gonna be parts of Chain of Memories that were like, all right, get it over with, come
Right.
on. There's a few times I was just playing through it that I was
Right,
like, all right,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
all right, skip scene. Like, but it's not as bad though. Like the writing's not as terrible.
Any cryptic ass exposition from one of the organization members.
Oh yeah.
God, dude, God, it's so
I
much
must
worse in
speak in
3. We made the
riddles.
joke in 2 that they kept showing up and making cryptic things. In Chain of Memories, they're gonna do it a few more times, but at least it's more obvious, right?
Right. It's their
They're trying-
introduction.
well, it's not even their introduction. It's they're trying to get you to the top of the thing, so they're trying to like tease you to get them to follow them,
Yeah.
right? They're trying to. That's part of their whole plan. So
Right.
like at least it makes sense. But in 3, they're just like, let me tell you my plans and then run away. Like,
Yeah.
thanks, you're just making it
Great.
easy for me to know what you guys could just shut up
Appreciate it.
and I wouldn't have even known and we would have gotten away with it. Like,
Thank you, Xehanort.
yeah, thanks organization member number 7 who has come to tell me what one aspect of your plans.
Right.
I've pieced it all together.
Oh
now.
my god, it's more. It's fucking. Oh Jesus.
Yikes.
But they have Kingdom Hearts 3's one redeeming factor is the Yeetus Vanitas
Oh
scene.
yes.
God.
And fucking Donald Duck Zeta Flare.
Zeta Flare,
Bottom
Yeetus
text.
Vanitas, Body of Bottom Sex, and the beginning where Woody's like, I reckon you've never had any friends. And so we'll put the Vine Boom after it. Yeah, no one's ever loved you. Those 3 alone make the game worth it, but you have to go through a lot to get those scenes.
Yeah.
I still love that. Like it's become a meme. The whole like the Woody holding him back.
Dude,
when
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
let him cook. thing. Yeah, I love that.
I love that. I mean, I love all the offshoots of it too, where
Right.
there's
Oh,
different
yeah.
ones as well. Oh man, yeah. Hold up, let him cook.
Yeah.
I reckon no one's ever loved you. I was like, oh my god.
Damn.
I remember the first time I watched that, man. I was like, I was laughing.
The
Yeah.
biggest pog.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, Lost Planet 2.
Pretty good game.
Pretty
good game.
I like the ocean of orange that makes you immortal. I have so many
right.
questions.
The
still.
Fanta Ocean.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Fanta Ocean. Fanta Ocean.
I think my favorite part about it, simply because I'm a sucker for goofy ass, like Bumble King type characters.
Oh yeah.
It is for sure going to be the Treasure Borrachos from episode 5.
Yeah, dude, they're
Because after you finish like 1 through 4, it's been nothing but like serious, like story focused
they
shit.
show up and they're
Right.
just.
And then out of nowhere, we're just in the desert.
Did you read the rest of the Wikipedia article on them? It's just a low tier roast the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny. I'm gonna read a couple of things about them on the Wikipedia, because it's basically just them being like, yeah, they're not that smart. Like,
Right.
but yeah, they're
well bad in it.
Right. They're a
Well,
group of wandering nomads
Yeah.
who are always on the hunt for treasure. Be
Yeah.
it a big ship that they can sell to the highest bidder or a big ass acrid that they can scavenge the thermal energy from.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just so damn funny. And I love them.
all vagabundos wear a Desert Army cargo pant with no shirt at all, along with heavy tattoos on their body. Throughout their presence in Lost Planet 2, they exhibit a questionable level of intelligence. Sometimes they show very little intellect at all. For example, after taking over a small Nevik emplacement, a pair of vagabundos was moving the body of a Nevik soldier when another one shouts a false order of incoming fire, and one of them drops the body and panics. They were also unable to comprehend a computer display in the previously mentioned emplacement.
Yep.
At other times, they showed at least the adequate comprehension of such. It's just constantly vine booms while you're
They
reading.
see like the tracker for this overland battleship that Nevik developed, and all they're able to say about it is, it's big. Very big.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So, of
They're
course.
so dumb, but they sure were.
Exactly. Let's not even talk about their first attempt to try and take this thing over,
Fun. Oh, yeah, that was.
which ends in utter failure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we have to replace those VSs. You just killed 4 people. You're all you're concerned about this VS.
I love how the one dude pulls up next to the guy after he watches his friends die, and he's just like, "It's not your fault." And he's like, "I know. What were they thinking?"
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not your fault. I know, they're idiots.
Yeah.
Yep.
I recently have been trying to go through and complete some achievements for some games.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Helldivers a lot. I only got one achievement left, and I've been hanging on to that for a while. And
Yeah.
it's to finish the extreme mission without dying. I haven't been able to get a second person to help me out with it. I tried it. I did it once, and like I said, it glitched out, and it didn't get it. I've tried it a couple more times, just with no real luck. I got really close the other night and almost got it, but I ran out of time, and I couldn't make it back to the ship before extraction was over. And I was like, yeah. So I didn't die. I didn't die at all, but I was like, by the time the ship was like going to take off, I was like halfway across the map, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I got one achievement for that left, and then like I've told you, I've said on the podcast before, I re-downloaded some mods. I've been playing Skyrim a little bit, kind of goofing around there. Got all the achievements for that except for one, and I think I can get that one. It's just like a story based with the DLC quests. I can get that figured out. And so
Nothing but time.
I got all the achievements in Skyrim, and then they gave me the new special edition one or whatever that has the mods like built in or whatever.
Yeah.
And like started up again. I was like, I'm not getting all the achievements in Skyrim again. Stop giving me the game. Stop trying to resell me on the game. I'm not doing it. I've played enough Skyrim in my life.
Yeah.
Quit it.
The thing is, like, I got probably half the achievements in the original Skyrim, and then the special edition came out, which again, the special edition had a whole bunch of good shit in it, and then I got a bunch of mods for that, and I've just solely played the special edition every time I've ever replayed that game again.
Yeah.
So now I got the anniversary package with all the different creation club, all the different mods and the things I have on it. So it's like the game is really awesome now. It looks really pretty.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of cool like alternative armor sets, and it's really fun to play now because it kind of has a different feel to it in a way, for me at least. And with all that, I've gotten almost all the achievements, and so I got one left. And then now I also, of course, have recently purchased Kingdom Hearts, and was thinking about trying to go through and unlock all the achievements for that.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good luck.
That's gonna be kind of, I think, down the road, because before that,
Chase said the same thing, and I was like, okay, but like it's easy to get all the achievements in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But getting all of it in the whole series is like. It's one game that has all of them in it.
Yeah.
So there's like 170
200,
mods or some shit. And like, I'm already like 70 deep.
Yeah.
But because I played through all of Kingdom Hearts 1 and got all the achievements in that one. And then I'm about to finish up Chain of Memories. But getting all the achievements in Chain of Memories takes forever. Getting the 99, getting all the IME cards.
Yeah.
I'm looking into it. But because I really want to start. I finished Chain of Memories, but I never finished Riku's story, Coming from the Basement. I never finished that.
yeah.
So I'm going to try and finish up Sora's and then actually play through Riku's and see.
I've got like
I'm on proud mode, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I've never played as Riku.
I've got like 4 or 5 achievements left on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. A lot of them based on getting all the crabs, finishing all the side quests, doing ultimate on all the story. So I think if I was just to like do ultimate on all the story and get all the chests and all the crabs and all the side quests, I will get a lot of those achievements already.
Yeah.
But
I really enjoyed getting all the achievements in Relink and just playing the game and getting all the weapons.
So
That was
I'm like
really
almost.
fun.
So the thing is,
Great
like, I don't have one game that I have fully 100% got the achievements in. But I've gotten like 4 or 5 games that I have like literally a handful of achievements left to get. So I'm like, I've been ping ponging around, just trying to, get the achievements where I can.
My proudest one that I don't have anymore. I don't have the medal on Steam anymore, and I'm mad about it.
Why is that?
Is Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
All the achievements, which took an ungodly amount of time in Darkest Dungeon, and then they released some like PvP mod, PvP DLC, and that has achievements on it. And I have no desire to play that. I have no desire to play that. I enjoyed the game.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to do some PvP DLC that I didn't even buy. So now I have all of the achievements in the game except for that DLC, and I was like, I'm not doing that. It's not happening. So I hate Terraria. Terraria, I have played hundreds of hours of Terraria, and I've gotten all the achievements multiple times.
Yeah.
But then they keep adding new ones every once in a while, updates. And every time they add new ones, it's stuff I've already done that I have to like redo.
Yeah.
And whenever there was one, even though again you could easily do it with like T-edit or whatever.
Oh, right.
There's one to completely clean your world of corruption or whatever. And I was like, no.
Yeah,
like that's useful. I need that. Like
right.
And I was like, I'm not.
And you also don't want to start a new world just to go through the whole process.
Or figure out how to do Tmod loader and like edit the world. Like I don't care enough to do that. Like I've played the game through enough that I'm like, I've probably done that at one point in one of my playthroughs. I'm not doing it again. Like, so those are the 2 games that I've had and don't have anymore. I don't think I'm ever gonna re-get all the achievements in them because it's like I just don't.
Right.
I've played that game enough that if I like a game enough to get all of the achievements in it, that like kind of says something about how I enjoyed the game. I'm not gonna redo that every time you put new achievements in there. Like, stop doing that. Like,
and the worst thing is I hate PvP based achievements. I always have. It's always the worst.
Yeah. I don't really get it. In other games, I wouldn't mind PvP, but in Darkest Dungeon is not the type of game to have it. Yeah, I'm not interested. It's too, like, the combat's too luck-based. It was frustrating to get the achievements that were there, because the achievements are, like, survive death's door, like, 6 hits. Like, that's literally luck, and I have bad luck. That took forever.
Right.
Like, so, yeah, but there's a few other games that I have, like, all of them unlocked on. And
I think you got like Hogwarts Legacy. I think you got it. I think you also got one of the
new Star Wars game.
Mordor, Shadows of Mordor.
I got both of those. Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed getting the Shadows of Mordor achievements more than Shadow of War.
Yeah.
But I think Shadow of War is a better game.
At the tail end of your playthrough of Shadow of War, I could tell it was taking a drain on you.
What, Shadow of War?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what
the final bit. I want to say it was like the offshoot of the story where you play as I think it was like an elf.
Oh, no, was it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there was something I really didn't like about that one. But Shadow of Mordor, even getting all the achievements was really fun.
Oh yeah, the first one's fucking fantastic.
Shadow of War, there was one that I really hated playing as one character. It was dumb. But I actually managed to get the achievements pretty quick. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I mentioned it. I remember telling you guys about this. I didn't like the story of Shadow of War at all.
Oh, yeah.
And I hated it even more in like the add-ons. That was it. That was like, the actually getting the achievements wasn't terrible enough that it took its toll on me, not like other games have. But the story of that game I think sucked. Yeah. Right. Shadow of War is better gameplay wise, but if you want just the story, play Shadow of Mordor. There isn't a second one. Like there isn't another one.
Got it.
Like
Say no more.
I did not like the story of that game. But yeah, I got those 2 as well. And then there was something. I have a few, but there was something else I'm trying to remember. But yeah, I wish they had like some of the old games that I got all the achievements on there.
Yeah.
Like Sly Cooper.
Oh,
I got all the achievements in almost all those games, or some of the original Ratchet and Clanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
That's another series we got to finish.
Bro, I would have gotten the freaking achievements 100 times over in some of those games
that I loved and put a lot of time into.
Oh yeah. Up Your Arsenal, dude. I lost count decades ago at how many times I've new game plus Up Your Arsenal from Ratchet and Clank, dude.
It feels like a bygone era. The time me and you played Deadlocked.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, you remember that shit?
Dude, do I remember that? It's a good ass game.
I loved that game. Yeah.
You want to talk about a crazy like spin-off game that's really good? Is Jack X Combat Racing?
Oh, yeah.
Bruh. You want to talk about off spin? What is it called? Spin off. A spin off. I was close.
Off spin. That's my new sick trick. Right. Yeah.
A spin off racing game that you'd think would just be a cash grab or whatever, which it may have been in its own regard, but it's still so fun because it's got that like twisted metal guns on a fast.
It's like
vehicles.
Mario Kart but cooler.
100%.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So it's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking in that kind of that realm, that again, I wish I could play that game again.
Yeah.
Ratchet Deadlocked. I loved playing. Ethan and I played freaking split screen on that and New Game Plus that game to hell and back again.
Yeah.
Sly Cooper has this special place in my heart.
Yeah, we also played through those together on the console.
But we still have one left?
The newest one. We never played that.
Yeah.
You
4?
have that one, or you didn't have that?
I think I just have the original trilogy.
Exactly. There's a reason that we didn't do that one yet, because we didn't buy it or something.
Yeah.
But
I can remember countless nights whenever we would boot up the PS3 after I had just moved in and we were just going through the games.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there was a lot of different games that we went through whenever that happened. I mean, pretty much
Ni no
since
Kuni.
yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Dude, Portal.
All the jokes about Portal. I forgot that too. All the jokes about Mom Dead.
Mom Dead.
Yeah, and that game was
go fuck ass.
the skeleton named Boner. I loved all the jokes.
I
of that
really
game.
want to tackle another big RPG like that,
We
but
could play-
with you.
We could play Ni no Kuni too.
Yeah, but you've already played that one.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah.
I want to do one that neither of us have played, or
Yeah.
one that you haven't
MS
played.
Saga.
Specifically. Dude,
I mean,
that one's for us.
I know.
Ethan can sit in or check it out every
Ethan
now
can
and then.
sit
But that's
down.
me and you, okay?
I know. One of these
I
days.
yeah, I mean, I have, but also, I played through Ni no Kuni 1, so I mean, Ni no Kuni
no.
2 would be,
But you did both, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, whenever we played Ni no Kuni, I had already played the first one before,
Oh, okay.
so it wasn't like it was my first time playing it.
Right.
So 2 is really fun, and I think that we could enjoy playing through that one. But I mean, because I did enjoy the second one, it was nice. What's another we could find another RPG.
I have
to play.
several on my
there's
shelf. I got
so
more
many.
than a few Final Fantasies.
Let's say I've never played any of the Final Fantasies ever. Like at all. No, I played one of them. Was it Dirge of Cerberus? I think.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that one. I actually straight up really enjoyed that game as a kid.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, that was pretty fire.
Oh, it was so freaking. It was so emo, dude.
I think I played through that one as a kid. That's the only one I played through.
Oh, bruh. I mean, it's the edgiest one out there, dude. It's great.
Well, what's the general consensus on that game? Knowing nothing about any other
Vincent
Final.
Valentine is a great character.
He's definitely a fan favorite.
I was say,
His-
knowing nothing
his
about
own
any of the other
spin-off,
ones.
However, I don't think it caught on with a lot of people. They usually consider it like a black sheep.
The what? Which one? That
Dirge
one?
of Cerberus. Yeah.
Nice.
From what I've heard about it is that the gunplay wasn't.
No, I don't think
super
the game
great.
was good.
Mhm.
I just
No,
really
yeah,
enjoyed
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying,
I
I,
think
remember the
I
game
think-
being unrealistically hard.
I've heard it described as a watered down Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
No, that makes. I've never played Devil May Cry.
Looking at
from
it,
what-
it's really similar.
Yeah, I don't think that the game was something that I like. I don't know how to describe it. I don't think it was a fantastic gameplay
Right.
experience. As a
But that's
kid, I
not
thought
to say
it
it
was
wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, as a kid, I loved it though.
Of course.
But I've never played through any of the Final Fantasies ever.
Man.
So I mean, we could pick one that's honestly. Whenever you got the newest one, I was in.
16?
That one looked really
Oh.
fun. I was super in,
16 was amazing.
and I was wondering if I was going to come to PC because I was probably going to play it.
I hope.
Another game you got all the achievements in is Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh,
Did you just
my
look up my
God.
Steam profile?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to dox you here on the podcast.
I think it's funny, right? Yeah, I think it's just funny.
yeah.
You're just like another one. You're looking at
Yeah.
your laptop.
Well, because I'm looking at the ones that I've also tried to do a little bit. Like I don't have I have almost 25% of the achievements for Divinity Original Sin 2.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of my proudest games I have all the achievements for. It
I
took
know.
me so long.
I know.
And I enjoyed most of it. I say most of it because whenever I finished my tactician playthrough and started honor mode, which for those who
Yeah.
don't know, honor mode, if you've played Baldur's Gate 3, it's the same thing in Divinity.
Yeah.
If you haven't, honor mode only gives you one save file, and every time someone dies, it resaves. So essentially, if you can't save scum the game.
It overwrites it.
Yeah. So you only have the one save file and you can't save scum. So if somebody dies, you're now stuck in that combat, have to figure your way out. So
Yeah.
basically the best way of doing it is starting a combat, and if it goes south but no one's dead yet, then you can restart.
Yeah.
You have to be really careful and strategize, and it was. I remember
It also sets the difficulty at the hardest of the game too.
Yeah, it
so.
sets it and locks at the hardest and does like add a couple of things to make things. It takes away certain things that you could use in fights.
Right.
Like there's one fire-based enemy that now has water resistance. And
Damn.
all the enemies are exactly right. Yeah, legitimately, it was early game too, and I was like, it was the fire slug queen or whatever, and she has water resistance and gives it to all the other people. So you have to kill her first. And I was like, literally, what do I do? Like, no one on my team at the time had enough physical damage to do it, and it was tough. But yeah, it does things like that, and it was a really enjoyable experience. But I had one, like an idiot, I tried to make one a dual lone wolf playthrough that didn't go well, and at Act 3 I ended up losing, and I was like, I lost all that progress. And then my next playthrough was going really well, and then something, I got really unlucky, and I almost lost that one. And it's so funny because I was like, I swear to God, if I lose this. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm going to have to restart. And not like I'm going to give up. It was like, I'm going to do it. Was just, I was so dedicated to it. I loved it. And there was no real way that you could like unfairly do it. I couldn't think of any way to really cheese it. Like you had to like look into what you were doing and make a plan. And I loved that. Baldur's Gate 3, I'm actually like 2 achievements away.
Really?
I just stopped playing it for a while until things are coming out. So I'm probably going to hop back in. But for that one, it's the same thing. It's honor mode. I think I have to romance Karlach. And I think that was it. I think those are the last two. Is just Karlach and honor mode.
I didn't really get very far through the campaign. I just kind of took a break on it. The same thing. I started playing something else.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3. I'm probably going to hop back into it at some point because I loved it. Which, I mean, for kind of obvious reasons.
Right. So. Was there any co-op for Baldur's Gate 3? Oh, there was. Yes, there was.
It was literally just like Divinity.
Yeah.
Party of 4.
That's one thing we didn't do.
Because we had a Divinity playthrough.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude, you're right.
Yeah, we need to finish our Divinity playthrough. We're making good progress. It's just we don't play it very often, so yeah.
I miss my lizardman.
Yeah. Angry is his name.
Angry.
We've mentioned Angry before, yeah.
I think I have
I'm pretty sure
I have adopted
most of these podcast episodes, like, we've mentioned this for years now. This campaign's been going for a long time. Yes, if you've been listening for a long time, this campaign's been going for a very long time.
If you know about the campaign,
you used to live here. Whenever
it's been years.
It's been years. And the funny thing is, I have
still hop in once in a while.
I have developed like long-standing like character tropes that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's your literal lizard. That's
Angry.
This is just a random picture I found one day, and it just so happened to match up perfectly.
Oh, I thought you based your character off of that.
No, I had no idea this existed.
I have developed long-standing like character tropes for myself from my character, the Lord of Chaos, in our playthrough. Who is like a.
I think didn't you adopt that character because we kept wanting to kill everybody?
A little bit, yeah. I played
and
into
we
it.
did.
I was
satisfying to kill that entire town, dude.
I was a sword and shield.
Lock in before the police show up.
A sword and shield guy, and then I think I transferred over to like a two-handed weapon.
But started throwing fire.
But then I sort of like I had a whole bunch of magic stuff, and then I think I dumped a bunch of points into fire magic, and that was it. I'm like I'm the Lord of Chaos, Lord of Fire, and every time I get the chance, I'm like I feel like I always am one step away from losing my mind.
Just one step closer to the edge.
And Ethan gives me the go ahead, and he's like, "Go ahead," and I'm like, "I want to watch it all burn."
It's funny because like
throw fire.
It's like in D&D, like I didn't ask how big the room is. I said cast fireball.
Yeah,
there's so many times where he's like, "Oh, say less." He starts throwing fireballs. I'm like, "You just killed Dylan," and he's like, "You said to throw fire."
But the thing is,
to throw fire. You're the healer, Ethan.
I think I also put enough points into Hydrosophist that I do have like healing capabilities. So like I can burn everything to the ground and then revive you guys in the same fell swoop and be like, sorry, I love you guys. I didn't mean that personally to you. I'm just trying to prove a point.
Almost lost my cool.
I almost lost my cool there.
I'm sorry, Master, but I must go all out just this once.
Jesus. Yeah, because Ethan has played through the game numerous times, he knows like the story beats and all the different secret things. Whereas I don't. I don't think I've actually fully completed the story campaign of Divinity: Original Sin 2.
That's good. It's really good.
It's really good. I think we just started Act 3. in that little like temple.
Yeah, we were a
area.
little bit into Act 3.
And I that's breaking new ground for me. I was like, I don't know where we are, and you were just guiding the ship, and I was like, I'm here. I got fire, I got swords, and I'm ready to go.
Act 3 is really good, but Act 4 it starts to pick up. Man, it's such a good game.
It's a great game.
I recommend that one 100%. Again, I got all the achievements. That should tell you enough because I loved that game.
Divinity Original Sin 2 walked so that way Baldur's Gate 3 could run.
Legitimately. And
100%.
Some people are mad. They're like, they're not going to release another Baldur's Gate. And I was like, yeah, but they're going to release another Divinity. You should hop on board. I think they've. Now, I don't know for sure. I've just like heard this. So I haven't like read anything official, but I'm pretty sure they said that they're not going to be releasing any more Baldur's Gates because they want to focus on Divinity.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, because Divinity, I think, is their
own IP.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've already done like enough. They've done really good with Baldur's Gate. Like, yeah, they could do more.
But I'm just saying, if they take half Divinity, the stuff they did with Baldur's Gate 3 and make a Divinity game out of it.
Well, the reason why I think that they want to do it and why I would assume they want to do it is because Divinity is their own IP and it's also not stuck in D&D style stuff. So they can do more stuff with the combat.
Right.
With the D&D style campaign, you're going to use D&D style combat. They're not probably going to add new spells to D&D just to do like...
And at the end of the day, you're also beholden to Wizards of the Coast to a certain degree.
I think, yeah. And so it's
because
like...
that is... Baldur's Gate is their IP, I think.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's Dungeons & Dragons, like, that's their thing. I just don't know, how that part works. Yeah. So I would imagine they would want to do that. And
I'm talking about, like, I'm referring to, like, deviating from the course.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if they wanted to, I'm pretty sure Wizards of the Coast, like, no, it's got to be this way. Yeah. This skill has to operate like this, or, combat has to work like that, or whatever. Whereas, like, follow the rules.
Yeah, but Divinity is their own thing. They can do whatever they want with it, and they've done a very good job with it so far. So I'm really stoked that they're going to do something again. And if there's a Divinity Original Sin 3, I'm playing the shit out of it. It's such a good game.
We have to finish our playthrough before that game comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I no-lifed the hell out of Divinity Original.
Oh yeah,
and I'll do it again.
They had the Game Master mode, and I made a whole town with I still have all the notes. I still have I used to live whenever I lived in Canada. I was by myself a couple nights, and I was on Discord with you guys, or I think it was Skype at the time, maybe not.
God.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
I haven't been on Skype in long enough, and I
times.
think it was Discord at this time.
Probably.
I think it was.
I know that it was Skype before I went to Canada.
Yeah.
I know I made our Discord server while I was in Canada.
We started, me and Chase, I think, we started on Kick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All I know about Kick is all the terrible degenerate things that happened there.
Yeah.
I think he got out before then, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good for
then
you.
Then we moved over to Skype, and then Discord happened, and then we are all...
Everyone's on
sticking
Discord.
around.
Everyone's on Discord.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I remember I was sitting in Discord with you guys numerous times, and I was like creating all these like NPC characters, and I have like a whole world all lined up with names and stuff everywhere. It's so cool. So we never really used it, but I mean, it was a great opportunity for me to just like flush out my dungeon master skills.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of, dude, I so badly want to get back into our playthrough of Force of Destiny.
That was fun.
Divinity Original Sin 3 is going to happen, but the team will be taking a much-needed break after Baldur's Gate 3. That's what I just found.
And that is, I'm okay
So,
with that. Take your break, dude.
Take your time, because just make it legendary.
Rest up, and I mean, I want you to hit another.
You guys
home
need
run,
to
buddy.
recharge your batteries, because that was magic right there, baby.
Yeah. You guys made some waves in the game industry. I need you guys to sit on the bench for a little while and rest up, because I need you guys to hit another one out the park.
It's so funny that like there was people saying like they made the game too good. They're like, you can't expect everyone to do that good. And Larion's like, we're gonna do it again.
Watch us.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Ethan, I've got a nice selection of tactical RPGs that I think you'd enjoy.
Elaborate.
I got 3. One is Final Fantasy Tactics.
Never heard of it. Okay.
Another one is Front Mission 3.
Never heard of it. Okay.
Another one is Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance.
I'm joking. I've heard of that
Right.
one.
Shut up. But yeah, those are the big 3 that I own. I'm sure there are more options out there that someone's going to point out, but those are what I have set aside in case you want to give either one of them a go.
Yes. No, I'm down. But I was also thinking, like, I neglected to mention this on the About Nothing podcast, that whenever we all are playing games on our inevitable series that we've been teasing.
Right, that
We've been edging for a while.
I'm edged for so long.
right.
Whenever we inevitably do it, one of the options also is the original Legend of Zelda games. I've never played any. I've never played any Legend of Zelda game at all.
I have
which is insane. Again, that we have podcasts talking about how much I like games, and I haven't played classics like Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda.
I don't know how I'm going to facilitate this, but I've got this really cool idea, this concept where I'm wearing that. I'm keeping it a secret for the listeners.
And you're
I'm
just
wearing
saying
that
he up
with my tie, my shirt, and I'm full on gumshoe detective, and I'm just like, it starts off as black and white. Like I have this whole concept in my head where I think it's gonna be a cool idea for a show. We're just like
for a show. I was like,
because something I could film and we could put on the channel is like something that like could be like a fun thing that we could do or whatever. I don't know. Again, it's a cool concept that I'm gonna flesh out more later. But speaking of playthroughs and things I want to add to this Hindsight Studios channel,
neato.
But one thing we should decide. And I think we really need to lock this down. And I guess we can talk about it here now that we're this is the Jack of all trades episode.
Yeah.
What is our first playthrough going to be?
Metal Slug.
Okay.
That's a quick one. We can pick any Metal Slug. And we can do a one video playthrough of a couple of those. We've already told people we've already had people requesting a few.
I think I misspoke. What is going to be like the besides? Excuse you, bud.
That was the funny thing is significantly louder than it should have been.
You were away from the microphone.
Yeah, that was sorry. I'm drinking my Ghost Energy, not a sponsor.
He was being courteous, and it still was like,
Please censor that.
I'm just gonna beep. Censor it with the punch forever, Mikey did. Or the gas. That. Yeah, I love that.
Anyways, I guess what I meant to say is we're gonna do Metal Slug as the first thing because that's what we promised. But I'm talking about the first, like, what is like the first game we're gonna try and like tackle as like our first playthrough.
I've never played any Legend of Zelda game.
OG Zelda? Or
I said,
what you thinking?
I'm not particularly. Generally, I mentioned this sort of briefly on the Battlefield podcast. I don't really particularly care about playing a game in order. I just watched Lost Planet 2. I can just ask the questions for what I need to know.
Right.
Whatever is considered the best game, like I'll hop in there. So like what was a different series
at that point,
like,
I'm pretty sure people would say it's Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
that's definitely quintessential.
But with Legend of Zelda is the exception. I do if we're gonna do it because I've never played any game. I would want to play through the original, like just start from the beginning.
Yeah,
just because I think it'd be funnier for content, or not funnier. I think it'd be better for content. I think it would produce. I think that it would produce better content if it's like, oh, this guy didn't play these games growing up. Some of them are even before my time growing up. I'm pretty sure. Like whenever I was growing up,
I'm pretty sure the first Legend of Zelda
was the master of 90s? That game.
Yeah. These games are actually before my time, but still, I think that it's like it would be something nice. Like I never played any, because I'm sure there's still a lot of people who love Zelda and haven't played some of the originals just because they're dated at this point. So what?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
there's a lot of empty space during navigation that we'll have to fill up
with banter or cutout.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that, know. But
that's just how it is.
What? There was a different game series that you wanted me to play like in order, and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm like.
I'm cut out for that.
No, I'm not sure if I'm like I think it was Devil May Cry. You wanted to play through like all the Devil May Cry games, and I was like, the most recent one looks really cool. And you were playing
5 was
and I was like,
fantastic.
I'm okay with you just telling me a bunch of crap and us playing through some of the more recent ones because I don't know anything about like the originals. I know you still want to. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think it was a different one too, where there's like where we did that, but I was like, yeah, I think at one point we started on Halo because I wanted to play through Halo 3 with you because I never played it. And you were like, we have to do all of them. And I was like, okay. Which, by the way, was that you were correct about that one.
Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda was released in 1986 was the first one.
Wow. Yeah, that was actually, I was 12 at the time.
Damn.
Yeah. So
the 2D origin.
That makes me so much.
Jesus Christ, Ethan. Fucking geezer over here.
That makes me like as old as my parents. If I was 12 and 86.
Yeah. Way to go, old timer. You got some catching up to do.
Yippee! I mean, I'm old, sorry. Yippee.
Oh my God. Am I cool? Do kids still
Are you winning,
cool?
son? I don't think cool's ever going anywhere.
Nah.
Cool's a phrase that's now
I don't see her
surpassed
to
just
stay.
being a That one's not just a slang. That one's. I think Skibbity's going somewhere, but I don't think that one's here to stay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As funny as it sounds and is to me, I need Skibbity to die.
No. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna say it for funsies and because it makes me laugh because I'm a stupid dumbass.
No,
that's
we
got
gotta
like
look
the
out.
humor of
You
a
gotta-
5-year-old.
Gotta look out for irony poisoning, though. We're gonna start saying things like Riz unironically. It's already happened to me. Riz is now a phrase. It's real,
No, shut up. If you start to believe it, it's gonna keep happening.
dude. Phantom tax to Riz, bro.
Fuck off.
Phantom tax to Riz, bro. That's not Skibbity at
Oh my
all.
god, dude.
like a toll booth.
Censor everything I just said. Every Zoomer slop I say, just censor it like it's a swear word. I'm
That was
joking.
definitely not baby Gronk of you.
Oh.
And how?
Get mugged.
Get my. Oh man, this would be a lot funnier if it was all censored, but that would be stupid. So.
It
would not
be
make any-
impractical. With
Sounds
how
like you.
much you guys are saying, it'd
Yeah.
just be beep 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 beep
Look,
beep.
I saw him being like, "Let me see
Yeah.
if I can do all this," and realizing
Yeah,
that's
no.
not, I'm not doing it. None of this is getting censored.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I think
So
Legend
okay,
of Zelda is
Legend of
probably.
Zelda. Okay. Do you have the first one that we could play?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
got
I'm trying to
that.
think of other ones. Let us know in the comments below if you want us to.
I think they've already let us know. They have there's a couple of them that gave us some suggestions.
Well, I know that
Really?
the Metal Slugs. Yeah, he
Yeah.
recommended a couple
I know.
Metal Slugs, which was that's gonna happen anyway. But I was talking about like for
Yeah.
playthrough.
Oh, Panzer Dragoon would be fun. That's another like nice short form one.
Yeah.
We could do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could do
The
a,
big thing is
Minecraft playthrough.
The big whoa.
Mech Assault. That's another good one.
I'm trying to think about a form factor as well. Like, do we want to go just straight long form, or do we want to try and separate this into some chunks? Like,
I feel
I'm
like
thinking
at that point it would depend on the game.
you're right.
I
but
was
I'm
thinking with
like,
Metal Slug, we can play that and make it basically a podcast episode
Right.
where we're playing Metal Slug and we just get through
100%.
as many of the games or levels
It's-
as we can.
They're
And just,
short enough that we
Right.
each full game could be like one video.
I'm pretty sure if we're just not dog, we can probably get through one or two of the
I know
games.
for a fact.
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna-
I'm talking about like
In an
I'm
hour
talking
or
about like a game like that's going like an RPG is going to take us a while, a multi-part series. I'm
yeah.
thinking like long form is probably the way. But do we want to go with like like hour-long episodes, or do we want to sit down for like 2-hour-long sessions and we make it happen? You know what I'm saying? We get
don't-
some work done because
Let
a
us know
lot
in
of
the comments below.
right
Problem
because I know right
Man.
now what's doing good is like 2-hour-long content is
Oh,
like
really?
doing good. Yeah, like long form content is.
In that case, this
right
podcast
now.
has to keep going, guys. Think of I'm just joking.
No.
I'm
But
gonna be honest with you, man. I don't
Just-
know what the current environment looks like.
I don't know what
but
the meta is. Yeah.
Yeah, growing up on like all of those fucking best friends playthroughs, the
Right.
sweet spot for me is like 25 to 30 minutes.
right, and that's what I would think too. But with YouTube being able to, you can pause the video, and if you close the tab, it
Yeah.
keeps your spot. That
gonna be
people
real with
always
them.
come back to the same video.
I made.
That's what I do all the time.
said really as like a question mark, and then realized that every single video on my
Yeah.
YouTube right now is like 4 hours. And I just
Exactly.
come back to it.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. It's like there are so many videos that I watch, like playthroughs that I've watched of things that are 3-4 hours long, and I pause the video, close the tab out, and I can always just pull it back up for my watch later, and it's always in the same spot that I left it at.
Yeah, exactly. I do. I watched Doug's like streams, just full like 7-hour streams
Yeah,
over the
right,
course
right.
of like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch violin speedrunning games. I've watched him speedrun Kingdom
Right.
Hearts 1 and 2, his playthroughs of that, and I've watched him speedrun like one of the Super Marios. I forgot which one. He's going to do, I think, Dark Souls 1 as well. He does a bunch of speedruns, and I love all of them. His content's great. So every once in a while, I come back to his like 7 or 8 hour stream, and I'm just like chilling and watching that or playing in the background. So actually, it makes sense that
Right. Well, and that's why I think that I obviously now we're getting like really in the weeds here, but I think like YouTube really cares about retention. It's like if people
Well, yeah.
are watching it or staying through, that's obviously a big thing. So if you
Yeah.
can, so I think they're incentivizing longer form content. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to do like a 4-hour long because that's probably too much to
Right.
too much
Yeah.
to bite off.
I'm also
but
thinking of like what the workload is going to be as far as editing goes.
right, and I don't think we're gonna need to edit a whole lot.
I don't think we're big edit guys. If I'm just dog at a video game, like if I'm really bad,
I mean, I'd
then
like a
I'll
little
just
something
be.
here and there.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, we could do
Nothing-
a little
nothing
Yeah, no, we'll do the
consistent,
same
just
thing we do
little
here, where
tidbits.
we're like, everyone shut up.
And that's why
that out.
I think I already edit these podcasts, which are usually give or take an hour, never usually over an hour and a half. Hour and a half are usually our long episodes. But if we were to do like a 2-hour long playthrough or something, like I definitely could see myself being able to work around that.
Wait, you mean the podcast wasn't paused? Sorry, we were just having our business meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
We're in the R&D stages.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think it's cool to talk about this kind of stuff because I do want people to be involved. I do want people to enjoy this and actually have a fun time, watching our shit and we already
Recommend us in the
watching me
comments
shit.
below. Yeah, excuse me. No, don't do that.
Like, I singled myself out. Okay, this motherfucker said hour, like we're doing communal shitting.
Whoa.
Communal shitting.
Yeah,
Hey,
watching our shit.
You guys never did communal shitting?
No.
Maybe it's just because I have a condition. But,
Maybe in the
that's
fucking
something
dark ages, you old bastard.
Yeah. Back when I was a boy in 14...
This motherfucker grew up in the Bronze Age.
There you go.
Back when I was young in 1493. Yeah.
We all shit in a trench back in World War One.
Yeah. We would dap each other up as
Yeah. We had the communal shovel that we all shared.
Yeah.
Where I dig a
Mom
hole.
said it's my turn with the shit shovel.
Shit shovel.
When I joined the Corps, we had sticks.
Yeah.
2 sticks and a rock for a whole platoon. And we had to share the rock.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, that line will never get old for me.
Damn.
Sergeant Johnson is a fucking treasure.
Actual Chad. Yeah.
It's great stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking probably Zelda is what we first do, and I'm thinking probably I think an hour long because we already do hour-long podcasts. I feel like an hour, maybe some more would be fine.
Not a bad idea.
I don't think we have to do super long.
And then we
it
can
also
see
depends
how
on
it
how
goes.
much we get done in because if it takes me an hour and a half to get through one world or something, that's one video.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I should say to preface as well. I was thinking, should it be like a time gate where it's like we do 2 hours and just stop wherever it is, or do we do like chapter based where it's like we'll do 2 or 3 chapters that
I feel like
is a roundabout
situations like that we can do if it's necessary, or
As a
possible we
viewer-
can do grinding off screen and just
Oh yeah, I would 100%
skip
grind
all the
off
boring
screen,
stuff.
If it makes it
Do
makes it easier,
like
every-
every
thing
like
that
every
people wouldn't
Minecraft
wanna
YouTuber
watch.
is like, I grinded
Yeah,
while
I
we were
did-
gone.
I did some work
I did
offering
some
his
more
full diamond armor.
I did some mining while you
Hey
guys
guys,
were away.
we're back. I just did like 50,000 sessions of a dungeon,
It'd be
and
really,
I got my vitality up to 50 million.
yeah. It'd be
So
really
now I'm
funny if I
basically
did-
unstoppable.
If I did grinding off screen, I'm level 99 now.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
I sat here and punched this wall for
47
47
hours. Yeah.
And then now I'm
I actually
level
set up an
99.
auto
I bought that
clicker.
shake weight that you see on TV, and it worked.
My God. Yeah. I think as a
50
viewer,
times a day, every day.
Damn.
chapter based.
Chapter
I
based?
prefer chapter. I prefer we've gotten this many worlds done. That's a good stopping point. I
Well,
prefer
that's what I was
that as a
saying.
watcher. That's
right.
what I
Yeah.
prefer.
I was gonna say if it's a chapter based or a world based game, we do we'll do 2 or 3 chapters or worlds that can round out to about an hour or 2, whatever. How much we can get done in that time. If it goes over a little bit, that's fine. If it goes under, that's fine
Depending
too.
on how bad I am
Yeah,
at the game.
depending on how ass he is at this game.
Right.
Generally considered not good.
I wouldn't say that. I think out of all of us, I can't.
I have to undercut the audience because you guys talk me up like he's going to speed run Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
No,
No,
I'm not.
I'm not.
See, we're just going to
What-
put the visual gag in an audio format podcast of notice the I really wish I weren't here right now button.
Yeah.
What I will say is that out of the friend group, just to kind of, I'm gonna hype you up, but I'm definitely gonna put you in your place a little bit. Out of the friend group, the person that we all know that can effortlessly play through a game and do really well at it is John. John can have had it is what it feels like. Can have had no previous knowledge of anything. You can put the controller in his hands, and he will. I mean,
He goes into the flow
He'll just
state.
do it.
I mean, he will absolutely slay at it. And I'm
He's
like,
the guy.
bruh, I've been trying so hard to finish this, and you're just like,
John-
and you're killing. it.
John's just the big brother. He just, I'm going to stick my
all
big
the
brother on
time.
Sephiroth. And he works.
Oh, man.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Every single time.
My
fail.
my goal is to beat John. I'm joking. I need to challenge John to the competition.
There is one
to
time
determine who's the
there's-
better gamer.
There's one time.
That is the lowest stake competition I have ever heard of.
It's so funny. That's why I
Holy
laughed
shit.
immediately after I said
I'm
I would
pretty
actively avoid participating in that.
I'm pretty sure that I jokingly started a match of Smash Brothers Ultimate with
man.
John.
Oh, no.
I think with full handicap as well, and he still wrecked
yeah,
my
God.
ass. And like as a
for
joke.
challenging.
I was like,
Dude.
I'm sitting here giving it my all, and he's like, I'm actually kind of just like laying back a little bit, kind of just chilling out.
If
And I
there's
was like,
one thing I'm proud of for Smash, anytime I've played with those guys, it's that nobody can fuck with my Terry Bogard.
You're too
Oh,
good.
yeah.
He's too good.
He's the best.
still good.
I'm also not a fighting game guy, so I would probably die.
Buster Wolf.
That would suck.
What was that? Lethal League? Bruh.
Oh,
dude, that game got so hyped. I've never gotten so hyped at like a quote unquote sports adjacent game
Not
before.
since Sega Bass Fishing.
Oh, bruh.
The Super Bass, it's so joke.
Dude, Lethal League was wild. I was
yeah.
over here in the corner going, "Yeah, let's go!
Hit the fucking ball! Touch goal!" Oh man, that was a slam dunk right there. I don't know sports.
Right.
Slam run.
That was a home dunk.
Slam
run. Home down. So,
That was a
yeah,
hoop.
I think we could do some grinding off screen and come back with like destroys. I know there was a different game we mentioned we could play. I'm trying to think of it. But
We can take a look at the shelf again.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
to
yeah,
narrow
yeah.
it down. But
It's a cool idea. Like I said,
We got
there's
so
some
many
concepts,
options.
and I want to start putting some time and effort into making these things happen. So we got to start setting down some days.
oh,
that we're
it's
all
simple. The next
available,
weekend
so-
that I'm off, we can play games.
Okay.
That one's easy.
Sounds like a plan.
yeah.
And then we'll start producing those episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be
That's
fun.
right. You guys get to watch me play through Metal Slug. I'm just built so different, so it's fine. It's funny though because last time
I want to see
I
how
was
long
like-
we can last without dying.
that's what I was gonna say is last time we sat down and played it and we were like, I wanted to just to see how it works and everything like that. And
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
I want to also know what I made the joke. I said I want to know what the meta is for Metal Slug to figure out how you make it without dying. And,
Yeah.
and
Meta.
Dylan was like, the whole point
Metal
was just to
Slug.
throw more quarters at it because
Yeah.
it was a game
an
they were
arcade game,
designed
yeah.
to die
Right.
at. And
So
my
many
first
kids wasted their lunch money on this shit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
dude.
luckily I'm not a kid and I've got a lot of lunch money. All right, my lunches are expensive, and
In
now
other words, free.
yeah. Also, the economy's in shambles. So
I've got $35
money
to ruin.
in this economy.
yeah, right. So I played through the first one and I actually made it to the end of the. Actually, like I don't know if I beat it or I thought I got the achievement for
We
beating
had
without
gone
dying.
through 3, I believe.
We played one of them and I made it to like the end without dying, and I was like, okay, never mind. I was doing this to see what that was, but apparently I'm just a god. And I would
Humble brag.
yeah, right. Apparently, well, I say that now because again, now I want to run shit. It's funny.
Yeah.
So
King of comeuppance.
yeah, and so I was like, you know what? I think we could do it now. Let's see if we can make it to the end without dying.
Yeah.
That's right. We're gonna do a permadeath run of Metal Slug.
Oh, God. It's going to be over in like the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I wanna- you
but
have-
Metal Slug.
I
But if
love
I die,
how
the stream ends.
You have so many lives. I want to see how many lives you can go through before like it like
Oh, we'll
like
tally it up. We'll
Right.
get the math done and figure out how much
Oh, hell
money
yeah.
we spent.
it's like
Oh
par.
yeah. Okay, my goal is a less than $2 run.
Yeah.
Possible.
Is
I was gonna say
sub $2.
what is par for the course? Like during chapter 1, we can't.
Could I have forwarded
can't-
this whenever I was 12 in 1986?
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll
you
look
can't,
up the average amount of deaths for a specific playthrough. Metal Slug,
Yeah.
and we'll be fucking. We'll find out
You
where
have
they
to
get
get
play-
less.
dog shit.
we'll play
the
the one-
smaller number the better.
Yeah, we'll play. It's like golf rules.
That's what I'm saying. Par. It's the par
Well,
for par for chapter 1.
We'll
3 deaths,
it
no
was
more.
Metal Slug X or whatever was the one that was recommended. We'll play through that one on the first installment of games.
Yeah.
Games.
That's
Games.
that's the name of the series. Games.
Right. But
man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Mhm.
I'm
Metal
excited
Slug
for it.
and how.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Episode over.
Yeah, no further statements. Well, the rest of it now we have to discuss is our business and our investors. So we
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
have that on.
If anybody
This is just
wants
a little sneak peek
Yeah.
if anybody wants to
that we've been
be a
hyping up for the
sponsor,
past like few months.
Yeah. Well, we had to make sure that the people knew.
Several sneak peeks.
The R&D team takes forever. Sorry, my people are slow.
you're just outing me.
It's just Chase.
I was outing
Yeah, no.
myself.
We tied Chase up in a corner.
You can hear him growling in the background. And we didn't put tape over his mouth. He just makes that noise.
He's just sitting there growling. Just
Reminds
me.
Last episode we mentioned how long it takes to summon Chase. By the way, and about the podcast, how many rains it takes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, And we're going to try and summon him for the next Bound on that episode. Who knows when that will be, though, because I have to summon Chase. So
Our series, Summoning on a Budget.
Summoning on a budget. Summoning in this economy.
Our boy Toasty left a comment. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I thought it was hilarious. He was like, Chase really do sound like me for real. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Me living off of energy drinks right now. Me trying to quietly burp and then loudly burping up my... Is that L-arginine? Oh, man. Yeah.
Damn.
Epic focus, bro. Ghost energy. Not as much.
Love that.
As I loudly burp off camera.
Jesus Christ.
It's great stuff. But yeah, we got some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm excited about it.
Get ready for my new fitness series where I show you my workout routine.
Hey, you joke. I got a platform, buddy. We can make it happen.
Also,
I could, but also I'm not a personal trainer yet. So
just so that this is on paper, we are going to upload that specific cutscene from Lost Planet 2 with the Vagabundos as soon as they show up in the final episode, because nobody else has.
Oh yeah, there's what's it called? There's a market.
Yeah,
we
must capitalize.
It's a market, and it's me. I'm the market. I need this. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man.
We'll just title it that one scene from Lost Planet 2.
The scene you're looking for with the Vagabundos Lost Planet 2. Yeah.
We'll put it on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I've been slowly just with the, what is it called? The like
with the shits.
The screenshot. Yeah, I'm always that. But with the little the little shadow play thing or whatever on the NVIDIA graphics card that I have.
Yeah.
I've been slowly getting footage of funny things that happen in games.
Oh, God.
Well, hey, a little fun talk about some news we can actually talk about
For real?
here at the end. Yeah. Steam game recording is now in beta.
Oh, yeah.
Use Steam to record your gameplay footage, clip, save, and share with your friends. And they actually have like a little timeline where you can like put little icons for like, death and, checkpoints or whatever. It's in beta right now.
Well, in that case, I could probably use that
from the Steam overlay. You can actually record and apparently like clip out and save different sections of like a recording. And I was like, bruh,
I still have a video of me getting a quadra kill as Leona.
Hell
God.
Everyone was underestimating my power. And it's worth mentioning, like, my team didn't come and help. They were all just that weak and kept running up to me. So it was literally a 1v4 of this video of them just all running towards me and dying. It was hilarious.
Right. So again, it says it's in beta right now. So I mean, we probably still got some time before it really flushes out to something. It's still gonna be kind of buggy, probably. But I mean, but the thing is that the feature is here. I think in the Steam overlay. So if you're in the game, you do the Steam overlay. You can see where you can actually get the
beta. I barely even know.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
And we can end the episode. You're like, all right, we're done.
The last thing I wanted to say is that the
off.
Steam summer sales happening right now,
Yeah.
and I just found that they have the Command and Conquer like Ultimate Collection, which has all the games. Even I don't know if you remember this, Ethan, but it has what was it called?
First-person shooter game.
Yes, Command and Conquer Renegade.
Yeah,
bro, it has it in there, and I was like, "Get the frick out!"
Never really played that one. I'll be honest.
It was wacky. I'm buying it tonight, and I'm probably going to download it just to see how it plays.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't buy the titles individually. You have to buy the Ultimate Collection, so you can't buy Renegade, directly.
It's $8.
But it's $8,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I think I already have. I think Dylan gifted me Red Alert 2 for my birthday.
It was the classic collection.
Are there classic collection?
Wait, guys, are there Steam achievements? Am I about to get all the achievements in Red Alert?
Let's see.
I don't think
God,
there
fuck.
Oh no!
Jesus.
Oh God!
Oh shit! Oh ass!
Am I gonna get all the achievements in Red Alert 3? I don't think there would be. These games are so old, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's to say?
Red Alert 3.
I also do not think that I would be able to. I'm not good at these games. I remember loving Yuri's Revenge and Red Alert.
Yuri's Revenge was so good.
I think Red Alert 2 and Red Alert 3 are the ones
and
I
it's in
liked.
this package as well.
Nice.
I remember, look at this like classic graphics, dude. I miss this game.
Yeah, I need to get into a new RTS, but there's no other ones
wonder
have done what other ones did. For me, at
My
least.
favorite distinguishing factor from Command and Conquer are the live action cutscenes.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are so
dude.
cool, man.
My favorite line from one of them being, "And now I'll use my rocket to escape to the one place not tainted by capitalism." Space.
Damn.
It's fucking
goes hard.
perfect because he almost loses it. He like cracks a laugh before he
a
says
good
space.
line. I
have to
It's
see
so
that.
fucking good.
I need
I
to
have
find
to
it
see
because
that.
that's a really good line,
that's
but
a hard
also I can
line.
see why it would be hard
Right.
to execute that without laughing. I legitimately thought that saying lines would be like easy. You just like rehearse it mentally.
Right.
And then I had to say lines on camera, and I was like, "Man,
This is
ass.
impossible.
It's so bad." And then everyone's like, "Oh, it's because you're like stage fright or something." So they're like trying to like leave the room or turn around. I was like, "No, I don't get stage fright. I'm just shit.
I'm just really
I don't.
bad at this.
I have no fear of public speaking or anything.
Yeah.
I literally am on a podcast right now. But I just can't get the lines out of my head.
Yeah.
It was.
When
I think
you
it was
tell me, I can say what I want to say when I want to say it, but the second you tell me what I have to say,
do
I'm
that
like,
again, but
yeah.
don't say this word because we can't legally say that word.
You're
And
like,
then every time I butchered the sentence by saying the wrong word, 20 takes, bro.
Damn.
It was so bad.
If you guys could spare $8, I would definitely. I would love to play a little co-op session.
I thought on the podcast it was asking us for money.
Like, we don't even
I mean,
have a Patreon set up. Like,
anybody,
damn.
if you guys want to start,
If everyone
Yeah.
listening right now could spare $8,
Kickstarter $8 goal for Command and Conquer Collection.
please. If each one of you guys could give me 50 cents, I'm pretty sure I could get there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm playing. But no, I'm talking about you guys. If you guys could spare $8, I would definitely recommend getting that whole collection because I want to play Yuri's Revenge. I want to see if they actually still have like co-op capabilities through Steam. Because if they do, how cool would that be, bruh?
That'd be pretty fun.
Dibs on Yuri. Actually, no, dibs on Revenge.
I want to be the
Dibs on the blue.
patriotic Americans.
The one place not tainted by capitalism.
Yeah, space.
I'm looking this clip up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all I had to say. Really, like I touched on all the things I wanted to talk about.
Me too.
As we have mentioned numerous times so far, we have a YouTube channel that has been popping off recently with all of our podcast episodes. You can listen to this podcast on all the major podcasting platforms, obviously. But if you go to YouTube and in the search bar type in @Hindsight Studios, you can find all the podcasts, the About Nothing podcast, the Aftermath podcast, and you can also, hopefully in the future, you can find all of our gaming stuff there's going to be and potentially a cool concept for a wacky show that I have. Is it going to happen? I don't know. It's the channel that's going to be there. So if you guys could give us a like on those videos. If you want to give us a comment on the episodes there, I usually always interact with those and I share those comments with the two boys here and we try to interact with you guys and it's been really fun to talk with you. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been really I've been really appreciating the fact that people have been really engaging with the YouTube channel. It's been really awesome. It's what's getting me excited to move forward.
You
with
neglected to mention that this line is said by Tim Curry.
I know.
this. Tim Curry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just had to. I looked it up.
It's
and
okay.
I saw,
You'll see.
I saw it on YouTube, and I was like, "Are you joking right now?"
All right. Well, anyways, with that being said, again, thank you so much for listening. I can't wait for the new things that are going to be happening in the future with this new channel and all this stuff that's going to happen and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, until next time, thank you so much for listening.
See you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.